Oh. All right. Uh-oh. Y'all know what's going on. Quick little cold start. But yeah, as y'all can see from the title of the video, y'all, I'm doing the top or my favorite Genesis Coupe builds by the girls, the women there. I just want to highlight some. So originally, y'all, I was gonna do top 5, but I just want to show love. And you know, I think it's really sick that a lot of, or not a lot, but that there's so many sick builds that these women have made, and they're honestly super dope. I think somebody on one of the, I don't remember what video, but they said that they basically didn't want to see me driving and they'd rather just see the car. So I know y'all love seeing this car a lot more than the daily. I'm sorry, Janaya. I do appreciate you because you're the daily. You get me from A to B all the time. But I know y'all like Jenna Fifi. She's a showstopper. I get it. She's the pretty, she's polished, she's the main girl, she's the main bit. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I think it's still kind of sunny. I was really trying to get out there when it was a little bit sunnier, but I mean, y'all know I have my own business, so that really takes precedence. Y'all, it's crazy. I be getting so many freaking dudes looking at me whenever I'm driving. But honestly, this lighting is honestly not bad. Hold on, let me see. Let me get on this other side too, because it might actually be a little bit brighter. Okay, we can work with that. It's lighter back here with the highlights and whatnot. All right, y'all, gotta kick it off strong. NT Builds, one of my favorite builds, and she has also been featured in some of the other videos that I've done, you know, about different Genesis coupes. But y'all, that build is so sick. I think the color, the purple that she has, that she chose, goes so well with the body kit, with everything she has going on. And it's also sick because if you guys do want to watch, she did do a video when she wide-bodied her Genesis. I want to say 2-ish years ago now, which is honestly crazy. Time be flying. But yeah, so if y'all want to see the process on that, she did a video. I think she did a few videos on it. But yeah, I really like that she has a lot of performance and looks. So a lot of styling and a lot of performance. And that's something that, you know, you don't really see a lot with the Genesis Coupes. That's something that I really cared a lot about when I was basically modifying Jenna Fifi. I wanted her to not only look good, but also to perform and have some, you know, have a little flair, have a little pizzazz. Know what I'm saying? Hey, peep the skyline just in the background doing its thing. But yeah, big shout out to her. I've already said so many good things. I'm always trying to repost and always show her love, but I am really hyped because I think for the first time, we've tried to collab and link a few times. You know, I've been to Chicago sometimes and she's been out of town, vice versa, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. But I'm pretty sure GAT, locked in, super hyped for that. All right, speaking of GAT, talk about GAT. But yeah, talking about GAT, Jenny's Zona. This is another one that I've honestly wanted to see for a lot. What? Bro, I'm hearing stuff. Honestly, someone that I really wanted to meet for a long time. That was really dope. Ended up meeting her last year, and yeah, super dope. She actually just released her second version of her Arizona themed wrap or livery, or I don't know actually what you would call it, but yeah, it's super sick. And I'm hyped. She's about to be out there again. I got to meet her at the Genesis meet. I'm pretty sure she's pulling up to that. And then I also think she shows her car too. I know last year she did, and I don't know if she's gonna do it again this year, but yeah, that's another one that's super dope. It's so, everything on her car is custom and it's just super unique. So it's nice to see, you know, not the same cookie cutter Genesis. But yeah, big shout out to her. All right, next, I apologize in advance if I butcher any of these names. I probably butcher all of them, but LVELVY.94, I believe, is the handle. I'm pretty sure this is also a female build. I could also be wrong. Yeah, insane. Pretty sure she has worked with Cruisin' by Design. Yeah, Cruisin' by Design, and oh my gosh, a killer rear end. That thing looks so aggressive, and I really like how the custom parts that they ended up doing, it really brings the whole thing together and it makes it unique, you know, because I'm pretty sure she's rocking the rear M&S Hyper G bumper and then a crazy custom diffuser and big wing. The only thing, and again, you know, it's just my personal preference, I don't like the color. I feel like if the color was honestly any other color, it would be so sick. But again, you know, that's what makes it special, makes it unique. So yeah, big shout out to LV.94. All right, this one's kind of a rip. Y'all put a rip in the chat for a real one, but KDM Carson, she actually just ended up getting rid of the Genesis. And bro, it's so crazy because she's literally from the same place I just moved to, and it makes me sick because I never actually got to see it. I really wanted to do a video with her and, you know, get content, make content, but she was the only Genesis I've ever seen that had the, so basically she was running this bumper, but it didn't have this little middle bar, and it was just the whole grill. I have never seen another Genesis run that, and it actually looked good. I actually liked how it looked. So big ups to her, super dope, super clean, stock body, had the front bumper, had the rear bumper, looked pretty sick, color was cool. She also had kind of these chrome / white emblems that I think was a really nice subtle touch that I honestly had just never seen. So it really kind of just caught my eye and got my attention. And yeah, she was bagged, and I think she had a few interior things if I can remember correctly, but then also it was cool because she was also manual. So of course, y'all know I'm a sucker for the manual Genesises. You know, if it's not manual, I don't want it. If it's not manual, it's not a Genesis. I was just playing. But yeah, big rip to her. I believe her car is now available on auctions or something. So if y'all want to, you know, go check it out. I was trying to low-key get it from her, but all right, on to the next. All right, going along with blue Genesis Coupes and similar front bumpers, we have BK2 Dory. Now this is someone who I've actually talked a lot. I think probably talked to her the most, honestly, but super dope. Also, she will be going to GAT this year. She has, what's it called? It's verified, but I don't think she's taking the gen. So pretty sad about that. I know she's been getting ready and she was really excited, and I think there was also, yeah, there was a high chance that she was gonna go, but I think she's pretty busy. I don't know, a whole bunch of stuff, personal things, life, you know how it goes. But still, nonetheless, I really appreciate how she puts on for the community. You know, she really pushes the Genesis Coupes. She makes a lot of content, and you know, me being someone who makes content about Genesis Coupes and has such a passion, and you know, has multiple Genesis Coupes, it just means a lot. So seeing her and how passionate she is, y'all, I gotta get freaking center caps. Oh my gosh, bruh. Honestly, it's like, I mean, this might be weird to y'all, but I don't care because y'all the homies. But it's like I'm looking at someone's butt, like straight butt. You know what I'm saying? Like without saying, you know what I'm saying? Like without saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get flagged or get a striker note on YouTube, but like, if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But bro, I just can't not look. You know what I mean? I'm trying to enjoy what I've created, and then I'm over here just, I can't stop looking at that. Oh my gosh, I'm about to freaking put some like tape or something over them or something, I don't know, but I also am not trying to pay, bro, they're like $60 or something for one freaking center cap, dog. Like, bro, be so for real. But yeah, before I get more distracted, shout out to BK2 Dory. Another kind of shout out is there were these two girls, they were homies, and they were in Florida. I think they were in South Florida, but they kind of had matching gens, and I'm pretty sure they were static and they were wrapped, and I'm pretty sure they did almost everything to their gens themselves. I can't remember off the top of my head their names, but I think one, if not both, actually sold them earlier this year, maybe last year. But yeah, big shout out to them. I'm gonna try and find their pages and stuff, and I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, those were pretty dope. Again, honestly, just people who did a lot, I think, for the community. I think they did more on TikTok than Instagram and YouTube and stuff, but yeah. All right, y'all, rounding it off, or second to last one I'm gonna talk about is Supoup the Coupe. Shout out to her. That thing is super dope, and she just released her new version. And y'all, if y'all haven't seen it, I mean, obviously gonna be pictures on top, but the orange absolutely hits. I think it looks so good with what she's done and how she's built it. But it's super sick because she's actually only the second person I've ever seen run the ARC wide body. So for those that don't know, quick little difference, it's the rear fenders are kind of similar, except for if you see how on this monster service, it basically goes all the way down to the side skirt, right? The ARC doesn't, it kind of stops right there. And then the rear, that extra panel, so you see how I have this one right here, it's a little bit different. And then on the other side, here, I'll just show y'all real quick. On the other side with the gas cap, it actually, I believe, sits a little bit lower. So one thing that I like about the monster service is that it just perfectly sits right on that body line. And then it goes right, or maybe, my fault, maybe it's the gas cap that's the same, but then when it comes to the rear and it kind of wraps around this tail light, that one for the ARC is different. So little differences, a lot of people actually can't tell, but if you've seen them and if you know your stuff and you're obsessed with these cars like I am, then yeah. And then front fenders, also very similar. Again, I'm not running the front fenders, but pretty similar. Those ones are actually a little bit harder because those look a lot more similar. But getting sidetracked, speaking of side skirts, she got the side skirts that have the vent right there in the, I guess like the rear of it, and that thing looks super sick. And I think it just has mesh, but honestly, it's a super sick side skirt that I've always wanted to run. I could just never find real ones or authentic ones, but yeah, the orange and everything just hits. So big shout out to her. Also got to meet her last year at GAT. That was dope. Shout out them, broke the necks. But yeah, she's super sick. I know she'll be at GAT again this year, so y'all gotta pop out. I'm really excited to see that thing in person again. Oh, also it's cool because she has, I believe they're heritage wheels and they're the flowers. It's a face with a flower or something. I think they're super sick. I don't know, I like a little bit more of a lip, but I think those still, I mean, she kills it with hers. So last but not least, my favorite right now, 4ISLE. I don't know if it's supposed to be like Giselle or something, or I don't know what it means, but y'all, hers is fuego. I mean, y'all gonna see I'm real biased, and a lot of the gens that I pick that I like all kind of have the same style, same look, very similar, but that's because it's what I like, I like what I like. Bad is the only thing that I like, what I'm saying? That goes for Genesis Coupes, it goes for the, yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, one thing I really, really like is that she has this new color, and it's a purplish maroon. It's kind of similar. A lot of Genesis Coupe owners run that same dark maroonish kind of color. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like the Genesis starter pack, right? So if someone's thinking about changing the color, it's probably gonna be that color. Hers is different, and the icing on the cake is manual. But beyond that, M&S bumper, rear bumper, Hyper G all day, wide body, some sick wheels, manual, unique color. Honestly, I don't think I've actually ever seen that color on a Genesis. I don't think. A Genesis Coupe, I don't think. But yeah, and honestly, I don't know why, but I'm gonna just give y'all a little insight. I already have the next color picked out, not for this one, but for my other Genesis, Janaya, the one that has the livery on and everything. But y'all, if y'all made it to the end of the video, one, I appreciate y'all. I have a giveaway going on for my 100th video, also 400 subscriber special. So that was my last video. Y'all can go check that out. Get a free Genesis Coupe part. I'm giving away, what are they called? Rear window louvers, carbon fiber. All you have to do is pay for shipping. You just go over there, leave a comment on the video, favorite thing like by the Genesis Coupes, follow the Instagram, and I think be a subscriber. I think that's it. It's literally as easy as that. And then if you don't want them, literally just sell them or trade them or put them on your wall, or who freaking knows? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a quick, y'all real ones if you made it to the end of the video. So I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm pretty sure I did a lot of work on Janaya, the daily. She's the one I'm taking to GAT. And then tomorrow, I actually have an appointment to do some stuff with a guy here to get even closer. So I actually did want to bring her out and do this video with her, but I realized that there's already changes that I'm not trying to show yet. So y'all know how to bring the showstopper out for the 1 time, for the 2 time, for the 3 time. And shout out to all the women killing the game, killing the Genesis Coupe game, keeping it alive, keeping it unique. All of their builds are so different and they have so much of their own flavor and taste in them, and it's honestly just so fire. But yeah, I can't wait to show y'all a lot of their Genesis when I get to GAT. But with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Make sure like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, peace and love, and I'll see you in the next one. Zona right now, but thanks, bro. Appreciate it.